Hey, John.
Hey guys, good morning. Thanks for being with us here in Minneapolis.
Morning,
Yeah,
John.
of course.
Appreciate it. All right, well, Twin Cities, we're talking with Zackary Arthur, Devon Sawa. We're talking about the new show, Chucky. 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. People are loving it. I saw the pilot. It's very good. And I grew up watching the movies, so tell us what we're going to see in the show.
Yeah, no, the show is a mix of a brand new reboot as well as kind of a continuation of the Chucky series. Don really wanted to take the show back to the first couple of Child's Plays, the feeling, the old horror, campy horror. He also wanted to get a feel of Cult and Seed and Bride in there as well. So he's got all that going, but he also reboots it for a new generation of people, and the story starts fresh. It's it's the same old Chucky in a whole new world, I think.
And I'm curious, Zachary, you're pretty young. I mean, have you seen the old movies? And if so, I mean, you probably watch them to do some research on the show. But when you look back at those, if you have seen them, what's your favorite movie of the earlier days?
Those movies are rated R, and Zach's 16. He can't watch
Yeah,
those.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's illegal, man. It's illegal. No. When I was younger, well, my parents, I guess it's good that they did this, but they never let me watch kind of the rated R movies because, oh man, for good reason. But, yeah, but the kids, I remember growing up, I'm in elementary school, the kids who got to watch the Chucky movies, those were the cool kids. So it just makes it super like surreal to be on it now. And of course, like when I found out that I was going to be auditioning for the part, I binged all of the Child's Play movies. And then I later watched The Curse and Cult and, Seed and all of that. And I think my favorite, the most entertaining one, I think for me is Bride. But I think the best one is Child's Play 2 with the Christine Elise, because that one, yeah, I like the dynamic there.
Awesome. Devin, do you have a favorite?
I always just like the first one because I'm always partial to the first one. It started the whole thing. It set the tone. It set the mood. It set the train going. But they're all, I mean, as soon as you get into Seed and Cult and Bride and those ones, it shifts gears into more of the, it's got more of the campy, funny going on in there. And it doesn't take itself too seriously. I would have to say number one is my favorite. Short answer.
Okay. And in the show, one thing that I love is Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, is back. Did you guys get to meet him, or is he doing everything separate? Tell me about that experience working with him.
Well, because of COVID, we didn't get to meet. We didn't get to meet Brad. I didn't get to meet Brad in person. We've spoken several times over Zoom like this. There's a lot of people on the Chucky crew that I hadn't even seen their face because we were deep in the whole COVID pandemic when we were shooting this. So no, Brad didn't come to set. He didn't need to. He did the voices in a studio somewhere else. We talked via Zoom. Yeah,
when we were filming on set, fortunately Brad wasn't there, but they did kind of, well, at least for me when I was talking to Chucky, they played him on kind of a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
And so you wouldn't hear it from the doll. You'd kind of hear it from the room all around you. So it's kind of like the voice of God coming down and talking to you while you're doing the scene. But it's Chucky's voice.
Zachary, you're carrying this doll around on set quite a bit in the pilot episode, I see. What's it like when you're kind of like hanging out on set? Is the doll still creepy, or what's the Chucky doll like when you're just behind the scenes?
Man, seeing how it works and being there on set, it does not make it any better. That doll is freaky, man. I feel like in between scenes, I kind of stare into the eyes, and it's just such an unsettling feeling when you're looking into those big blue eyes. Something about it that's so freaky. But in the scenes where on the talent show scene where I'm holding him like that, and that doll that had all the animatronics in it, and that was like 30, 40 pounds. So I was sitting there for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours with the doll like this. Definitely a good workout for that day, but yeah.
They had this, what I loved about being on this set, being a Child's Play fan for a long time, is they had this separate studio space you'd walk by on the way to set every day. And in that space, there was tables and desks, and it was the Chucky area. And there was like 10, 15 different Chuckies in different modes. Like there was evil Chucky and happy Chucky. And there was people working, it was almost like Santa's elf section, like in the North Pole. They were all working on these different Chuckies in this Chucky section, which is a movie on its own. I'm trying to pitch Don, like if that particular Chucky section just went, haywire and all those Chuckies escaped, it would be, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, they can take over the world. One thing that I thought was really cool, Devon, from the episode I saw is you play two characters. How hard was that? Have you ever done anything like that before?
I hadn't done something like that before, and it's one of the things that really drew me to the project. When I to have the ability to play two different characters, and not only that, to play in the same scene and make them different enough but the same enough, it was something that creatively I needed to do, and once I saw it, it was one of the most creative things I've done. One of the most satisfyingly creative things I've done in my whole career of 30 plus years. It was just so much fun to do.
In one of the characters has facial hair, the other one doesn't. I mean, they look quite a bit different. How spaced out as far as time were these? Did you shoot this? I mean, it seems like it had to be a decent amount of time. Yeah,
so the goatee thing was about an hour to put on every day. With the hairs went in individually. We had an amazing prosthetic makeup team to do that. The interesting thing is once I put that goatee on, once I put those coveralls on, and kind of hunched over a little bit, you just became that guy. And then to take it off and put on a suit, you became the other guy. And so it was everybody working together to create this character and make him look different than the two, but not make it goofy and over the top. It was a lot of fun to do. Very satisfying as an artist.
And very well done. So congrats on that. That looked really cool.
Thank you.
And Zackary, so you worked with Jim Carrey. So bigger icon to work with, Jim Carrey or Chucky?
Oh, nah, man. I can't. I can't answer that. Come on. I can't answer that.
Well, you guys
Jim
should have
Carrey is genius.
That's true.
They're
true.
both two geniuses, two comedic and dramatic geniuses. That's all I'm going to say. I can't answer that. I love them both too much.
And you guys should definitely have some great access to Halloween costumes being on this set. Halloween's coming up this weekend. Do you guys have some amazing costumes, or what are you guys going to be for Halloween?
I'm sick of dressing. I need a break from dressing now. I'm gonna wear plain clothes and go as just a plain clothes person.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, no, that's actually...
I'm just going to go as just not an actor. That's my Halloween costume, not an actor.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know what I'm going to be. I literally don't know.
Well, you could be your characters from Chucky, because, I mean, now you guys are, this horror character. So there you go. You're already set. You don't even need a costume. So
yeah, I guess so.
I made it easy for you.
That totally wouldn't be super stuck up at all.
All right, well, Zackary, Devon, great job in the show. Like I said, 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. People are loving the show. I checked it out. It's amazing. Twin Cities, you need to check it out. It's Chucky, and it airs Tuesdays at 9 here in the Twin Cities on USA and Sci-Fi. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.